Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Seager. Welcome to another MLB The Show 20 card review. In this one, I'm going over 88 overall Breakout Tom Glavine. This card is obtainable as a pre-order diamond for pre-ordering one of the higher editions of the game, or you can buy him on the marketplace. He's currently selling for around 12,000 stubs. So, talking about Tom Glavine, I was really excited to use this card. Grew up a big fan of Tom Glavine. He's actually the reason I have the 47 in my gamer tag. Just love the way he pitched in real life, so I was excited to use this card. Unfortunately, he did get knocked around a little bit. I would rate this card as an okay pitcher right now. A couple things that kind of hurt this card is pretty low control, kind of hard to spot up. Obviously, the low velocity doesn't help him a lot, and I'm really disappointed that he wasn't a circle changeup primary, because that's really what he was in real life. Maybe when we get a signature series or a better version of a Tom Glavine card this year, he will have circle changeup as a primary pitch, but two-seamer didn't have a lot of movement, and honestly, because it was the primary and I was kind of auto-piloting pitching, I think I was throwing the two-seamer a little too much. So there's definitely potential for this card to be good. I think honestly I was probably piloting him wrong, especially against right-handed hitters. I had a lot of trouble getting righties out, and I think my issue was that I was throwing too many fastballs and pitching inside too much. I think if you go true Tom Glavine IRL fashion and just pound changeups away relentlessly to righties, I actually think this card could be pretty good, unless you hang one, obviously, but that can happen to anyone. So overall, his stuff was actually pretty decent. Higher velocity than I was expecting, 94. I didn't know Glavine ever threw that hard in real life, but I'll take it. And then his off-speed was actually really good. The slider's a nice pitch. The sweeping curve is kind of risky to throw anywhere in the zone because it floats so much. But typical Tom Glavine, his circle changeup was his best pitch. It really drops off the table if you can locate it. So, like I said, that's what I would be using this. The way I would be using this card is throwing a lot of changeups, especially to righties, and then maybe when you get a left on left, you can mix in the two-seamers and the sliders and try to keep them off balance. But overall, I would rate this pitcher as probably average to above average for the game state right now. I definitely had fun using him. I definitely cannot wait to use a better version of his card later in the year, and I love that we got the big three in the game this year. So as always, we'll rate the card how he rates in the meta, and we'll rate him compared to how much he costs. How he rates in the meta, I'll give him a B. Like I said, probably an above average pitcher. Left-handed pitchers are kind of rare in the beginning of the game too, so he gets a little boost from that. And for how much he costs, I'll give him an A-, because 10K, 12K for a above average starting pitcher early in the game cycle is actually a really good deal. I like this card a lot. I think he's probably the second best of the big three, behind Greg Maddux. We will address John Smoltz in a later video because it's going to be a very different tone than this one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this card review. Let me know down in the comments who you want me to review specifically if you have any requests. I read all those comments. I try to formulate my roster around who you guys want me to review. Enjoy the clips after this, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I was in high school, so I remember watching those teams. People don't remember how good that fucking team was. They had Prince Fielder, and fucking Sabathia was their ace, and Greinke was their number 2. Was that when they had Hoffman as their closer too? That team fucked hard. Ellipsis. I do look like him. All right, we'll throw him on the screen. Yeah, I saw that, Billy. Ellipsis. Yeah. Showdown has its good share lineouts, but you're also using worse cards, so it's really hard to tell if it's like the sliders in the game mode or just kind of a product of the hitters you're using. Ellipsis. Chill, dude. You can't let people know how exotic my lifestyle is. Yo, Jimbo! Thank you for the raid, my friend. How was the stream, bro? How did it go? Ellipsis. Yachty's blocking everything.